Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to explain you briefly about AP. What is AP? It is arithmetic progression. And what is arithmetic progression? Arithmetic progression, that is, it is a sequence of numbers in order to the common difference of any two successive numbers in a constant value. What is common difference? Common difference means D. D is called common difference. Now, for example, how we are going to find out that is example 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. In this, how you are going to find out the common difference? Now we are going to do that is 4 minus 2. What is the difference between 4 and 2? That is 2. Again 4 and 6, 2. 6 and 8, 2. And 8 and 10, 2. The difference between the two terms is called a common difference. That is 4 minus 2 is 2, 6 minus 4 is 2, 8 minus 6 is 2, 10 minus 8 is 2. Here the common difference, that is CD. CD or D. D is 2. And another example, how we are going to do it, that another example is if a man has 3,000 salary, okay, we'll write here as 3,000 salary, and they say in office that per year increases 500 for him. How we are going to write is that now 3,000 and per year 500 is going to increase. That is 3,500, again 4,000 and 4,500 and so on. Okay, and here what is the difference between these terms? We have 3,000 and 3,500. What is the difference? That is 500. Again over here is 500. Again over here is 500. Okay, the difference between the two terms is called common difference, and common difference symbolizes as D. Okay, here that is 3,000 minus 3,500 minus 3,000 is 500. This 500, the difference between the two terms is called common difference. D is 500. Now you have understood the common difference, how we are going to find out. And order of AP whose common difference is same. Here the common difference is same, so this is AP. If the common difference is not same, then that is not AP. Just keep it in your mind. Now over here again in common difference we have it can be positive, negative or 0. Okay. Now how we are going to find out if it is positive, negative or 0? Now one more example I'm going to show you. That is one more example, let me do it. Example number 3, that is if we have the term 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. And here the common difference is what we have. 20 minus 10 is 10, obviously 30 minus 20 is 10, and 40 minus 30 is 10, and 50 minus 40 is 10. The gap between the two numbers is the common difference. Okay. Now in this example we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. The common difference is 10, 10, 10, 10. So here we have all same common difference. So this is called positive common difference. Okay, positive difference, common difference. And for negative, how we are going to find out the negative is? How we are going to find out that it is a negative difference? Here, now example we have 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 and so on. Over here that 50 minus 40 is minus 10 because 50 is a greater value and 40 is a lesser digit, lesser term. So it is minus. Again 40 minus 30 is minus 10. Again this minus 10 and this minus 10. So if you are getting a minus value, minus in the term, so it is called negative difference. Okay. Now this you have understood. Now how we are going to get the 0? Here we got positive, negative difference, and now we are going to get a 0. How you will get? Now for example, if you have that 10, 10, 10, 10, all you have 10, 10, 10, 10 terms. In this, what is the common difference? 10 minus 10 is 0, 10 minus 10 is 0, 10 minus 10 is 0. So here the d value is 0. In previous sum we got minus 10, that is negative, and that we got 10, it is positive. And here we have 0, so it is 0. So the common difference can be positive, negative, and 0. It can be anything. It can be positive, negative, or 0. The common difference. Common difference. Okay. Now here again we have that general form of AP. General form of AP is A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D. How we are going to find out that that is A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D in an AP? For example, now we have, let me take 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. In this, how you are going to find out what is a general form over here? Now here 2. We have here 2. So this is the first term. Okay, it is first term, and 4 is second term, 6 is third term, 8 is fourth term, and 10 is here fifth term. Okay, the digit over here is called term in AP. These numbers we represent it as terms in AP. So this first term, second term, third term, fourth term, and fifth term. And the first term is represented as A. That is A. And second term as A2, that is A plus D. Third term as A3, and that is A plus 2D. And fourth term as A4, that is A plus 3D. And this is A5, that is A plus 4D. And so on. Now you have understood the general form of AP is A plus D, A plus 2D, and A plus 3D. In the AP, in the question, how you are going to find out? Always, every time the first term will be A and the second term will be A2. This will be third term, fourth term, and fifth term. Okay. And for example, and again over here we have that the difference between the two terms is common difference. That is 4 minus 2 is 2. This 2 is D. That is common difference. Okay. Again 4 minus 2 is 2, and 4 minus 6 is 2, 6 minus 8 is 2, and 10 minus 8 is 2, 2, and 2. The difference between two terms is common difference. And the general form of AP is A plus D, A plus 2D, and A plus 3D. And so on. And how you are going to do in the sum is, let me show you an example how you are going to find out the sum. In the sum, the general form, and how you are going to do the sum. If you have that is A is equal to 10 and D is equal to 2. Okay. If A is equal to 10 and D is equal to 2, how you are going to find out in this AP? Only they have given you A 10 and D 2. The difference is 2. So let us make a terms in this. For example, now they have given us 10. Now 10 plus 2 is what? 12. Again 12 plus 2 is 14. Again 14 plus 2 is 16. 16 plus 2 is 20, and so on. Okay. Now you have understood how the terms are made and the difference how it will come. Now 10 minus 12 is 2, 12 minus 14 is 2, and 14 minus 16 is 2, 16 minus 20 is 2. The difference is 2. And a value, the first term is 10. Okay. And over here, how we are going to find out the general form is that a is equal to a. That is, what is the a value over here? 10. And second term is a2. a2 value is a plus d. That is what a plus d is. 10 plus 2 is 12. Okay. And a3 is a plus 2d. a3 is a plus 2d. 10 plus 2 into 2 equal to, that is 10 plus 2 into 2 is 4. 10 plus 4 is 14. And a4 is 10 plus 3d. 10 plus 3 into 2 is 10 plus 3 2s are 6, that is 16, and so on. See, now here by doing this general form, what you got? 10, 12, 14 and 16. And here, by just adding the difference to a first term, what we got? 10, 12, 14, 16 and 20. So here you came to know how we have to find out the general form of AP. Okay. In AP, we have finite AP and infinite AP. What is finite AP? Fixed number of terms is called AP. Means, example, that is 7, 14, 21 and 28. All the terms will be given is called fixed number of terms is called finite AP. Okay. And infinite AP is the last term is not fixed. Means here 2, 4, 6, 8 in continuation. Here the last term it is not given. This type of terms are called infinite AP, and the last term which is given is called finite AP. And again, the last term is also represented as AM and L. 90% of time the last term will be represented as L, and sometime it will be represented as AM. Okay, this is the finite and infinite AP. Now let us talk about the nth term of AP. What is the nth term of AP in AP? That is nth term of AP. Nth term is AN. Okay. AN is equal to nth term, and the formula of AN is equal to A plus n minus 1 of D. Okay, this is the formula of nth term of AP. Now, by reading it or seeing, you feel as it is hard, but it is not hard, guys. Okay, ये hard नहीं है. So, the AN, that is in AN, this N, what it is called nth term. Okay, this N is represented as nth term in AP. N is equal to nth term. In this, N is called nth term. For example, if they have given you that find 7th term of AP. In this, what is nth term? The number 7, that is n is equal to 7. How you are going to write it as? That is A7. Okay, for nth term you are going to write it as A7, and here nth term, every time in the sum if they mention nth term or 7th term or 28th term, or they may say 58th term, this like this, if it is done, that is, if it has mentioned, then it is called nth term. Though this will be as n value. Okay, this will be n value every time. It will be n value. Here we are talking about 7th term, means A7. Okay. Now here A7 is called n term. Now tell me, if A7 is there, what we should write in the general form? How you will write it in a general form? Only if they have given nth term and find the AP means, how we are going to write is that now A7 is equal to, in general form what will be, see for example the general form of A3 is A plus 2D. If 3 means we have to take 2. If of A5 means A plus 4D. If 5 is there, then we have to write here 4. For example, if A99 they have given, what will take? A plus 98D. Okay. Now here they have given A7. In the question if they mention you find 7th term of AP means what you are going to take? A7. Only they have mentioned nth term and nothing they have given. What you will take over there? A7 will be A plus 6D. Okay. Now in the formula method I will just explain you how it will come. In this formula, AN formula only, I will tell you how we will find out, but the answer will be same on this only it will come. See here. Now what is the formula? AN equal to A plus n minus 1 of D, right? Now for this how we are going to find out? This is a general method. This is a general form. This is just easiest and shortest method to find out the nth term. This method you can use for MCQs and for 1 mark and all. Okay, let us go to the topic. AN, here it is, that is AN is what? A7. So A we doesn't know, so we'll write as it is. N is 7, so 7 minus 1, and common difference also we don't know, only the 7th term they have given. So how you'll do? A plus n 7 minus 1 is 6 and this D. That A7 is equal to 60. See what the answer we got. Okay. Instead see A7 equal to A plus 60 and here also we got A plus 60. Okay. So for 1 mark for 1 mark in MCQs you can just use your brain and just think takes little bit of time and think and do it in a quick way. Okay. You can use this method. You can just think what is the 7th term of 28 term means what will be? A plus 19D. Just think like that and write it. Now you have understood the nth term of AP, how we have to write. Okay. So in some sums they give last term value, that is AN value. How you are going to find out? For example, see if they give you find 16 is the last term of 28th term. For this how you are going to write? Okay, 16 is the last term of 28th term. How you are going to do it? That see here they mentioned 16. So 16 is the last term. Last term means AN. This is 16. Okay. And 28th term is N is equal to 20. As we said, the 28th term is called N value and the last term will be AN or L. Okay. I'll tell you one more example. That is if 38th term of AP and its last term is 50. How you are going to write over here? Last term means AN is equal to 50 and N is equal to 30. Okay, clear? Now this is how you are going to identify what is the AN value, what is the N value, what is the A value. A value is the first term and D value is the common difference between the two terms. Okay. Now you can find any value of AP related to this formula. The formula is what? AN is equal to A plus n minus 1 of D. And related to this formula you get many questions in the exam. So just keep it in your mind and remember this formula, and AP chapter is really very important, guys. Now let us go to the next topic, that is sum of AP. Okay, that is sum of first n terms of AP. Now what is the sum of AP? What is the formula of sum of AP? Therefore Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 of d. This is the sum of AP formula. In this you have to find sum of numbers. How you are going to find the sum of numbers if they have given the question? Let us just do the example and see in the question how we are going to find. Now for example, if they have given 5, 10, 15, 20 and so on. Okay, if they have given you like this. Now in this how you are going to find? First what we have to do, first we have to find the first term. What means a value? What will be the a value? 5. A is equal to 5 and d value, that is common difference. How? 5 minus 10 is 5. 10 minus 15 is 5 and 20 minus 15 is 5. So the d value will be 5. Okay. That is how 10 minus 5 is 5. 15 minus 10 is 5, so on. Okay, like this. A2 minus A1. For D also you have a formula, that is D is equal to A2 minus A1. Okay, A2 is 10 and A1 is 5, so 5. Okay, this is the formula. To find A2 minus A1, again A3 minus, again you will get A3 minus A2, A4 minus A3, so on. This is the formula to find the D value in a general form. Okay, and this what I have shown over here is the shortest and quickest method to find the D value. Okay, now if they say find the first 4 term of AP, means what you will do in this? If they say find the first 4 term of AP, okay, now how you are going to do it? That first 4 term of AP. In this, what is the, see, again I'll write 5, 10, 15 and 20. This is called first 4 term of AP. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now in this, how you are going to do? If you want to see at all and see that, that is 5 plus 10 is 15. 15 plus 15 is 30. 30 plus 20 is 50. Now by adding all first 4 terms we got 50. Now let us do in the formula and see if we are getting the exact value or what. Okay, let us do. In the way here 5, 10, 15 and 20. Okay, A is 5 and D is 5. And they're saying that find first 4 terms of AP. Now here 4 is, n is equal to 4. Okay, in this is some value, sum. Now the formula is Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 of d. Okay, now here we have n value as 4. How you are going to write that? S is S4. Okay, n in place of n we are going to write 4. S4. Now 4 by 2. 2a value is 5. I'm going to take 5 into 5. Sorry, into 5 plus n is 4 minus 1. Again d is 5. Now 2 1s are 2 2s are 2 5s are 10 plus 4 minus 1 is 3 into 5. 2 10 plus 3 5s are 15. 2 into 10 plus 15 is 25. Now 2 into 25 is 50. So S4 is 50. Now there, in previous what I showed you by adding, again I will do and show you. That is the, what we got? 5, 10, 15 and 20. Just add this all. 5 plus 10, 15. 15 plus 15, 30. 30 plus 20, 50. Add all the sums and see what you got. 50. And again over here 50. Both the answers are same. This method you can use for MCQs. MCQs for 1 mark in exam, and this for 2, 4 and 5 marks. Okay. And now next what they are going to ask you is, if they ask you sum of n term of AP and find the first 3 term, then you do SN formula. Okay, in the exam they will ask you. Now in this video, they, for example, we took as 4th term, okay, and they may ask you 3rd term of AP and sum of 3rd term, sum of 10th term, sum of 28th term of AP means, then you have to use SN value. If in the question they have mentioned you sum, use this SN value. Okay. Now next you have something in it, that is, in this formula you have something. What is that? See, Sn is equal to n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 of d. Okay, now in this you have something. What you have in this? Tell me now. What you will tell me if I say like this? Okay, I'll explain you. See here. Now in this, no, that is something something that is jana pehchana. Okay, related. What? See here. A plus n minus 1 of d. How? Tell me how. This, in this 2a plus n minus 1 of d, it is like we have seen it before. Where we have seen it, pa? Tell me, pa, where we have seen it? It is an an formula. Remembered? An is equal to a plus n minus 1 of d. Remember, guys, where you have seen this? Now you got the answer, pa? Okay, pa. See, now an is equal to a plus n minus 1 of d. Now in this Sn, how we are going to get? Tell me. See, Sn is equal to n by 2, pa. Now 2a, how we are going to do it, pa? That is a plus a, pa. Sorry, plus n minus 1 of d. Okay, now in this, see, a plus n minus 1 of d is you got over here, right? For this, no, there's another formula in this. How we are going to do it? See, this, it will be changed to as Sn is equal to n by 2 a plus n minus 1 value is what? An. To an. Okay, for this sum, in some question you get that sum of nth term of AP and its last term, or last term if it come, then you have to take this. You can take an, or you can take one more formula, that is Sn is equal to n by 2 a plus l also in this. Okay, if they have mentioned that if they have last term, sum of nth term of AP, and they have given some values over there, and find the last term, means what you are going to do? You have to take an value, and some questions you can take L value also. Okay, this is the formula you'll get in some questions. Okay, most of the question you'll get with Sn is equal to n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 of d, and the AP formula. These two are important. This you'll get sometimes, that is if they mention you last term, means then you have to use an. Okay, see, in this formula, how some of the students may get confused, how it came, why it came. Common sense, use your brain and you'll come to know how it came. Okay. In AP we have first term. What is the first term? First term is A. Okay, and common difference D. We have this. Again we have what? General form. AP, that is A, A2, A3, A4, that is A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, and so on. This is called general form of AP. Okay, for common difference, what is the formula? D is equal to A2 minus A1, A3 minus A2. The difference between the two terms is called difference. Okay, always the first term will be A, and this is the general form. And the nth term is what? AP is AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 of D. Okay, and again what we have over there, what we were having, that is sum of AP. Okay, yeah, sum of AP, we have Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 of D. In this we have 2, that is one more we have, that is if they have mentioned you the find the last term. Okay, then sum of last term means Sn is equal to n by 2 a plus an, because I have explained you a plus n minus 1 of D. This one is an value, right? Okay, an or n by 2 a plus l last term means. Okay, if they mentioned you as last term means this one. Okay, now you have understood the formulas. This is the main formula of AP over here, and how the sums will come and what type of questions will come and how to solve the sums in the method. So what we are going to do, we are going to do the exercise on this chapter in further videos. So we will start the exercises of AP on the next video. We will do the exercise 5.1 first with a brief explanation so that you can understand, and on the next video I am going to do other exercise of this chapter so you can get a brief concept of brief explanation of this chapter. Okay, so stay tuned with me for the next video so you can get complete idea and brief explanation of AP.